Hello, Mr. Boyce. This is my Teach Mr. Boyce Redstone and Commands server. So let's get started. To save time, we're just going to go over it simply. Simple piston information. The piston's a very old and known block to many Minecrafters and Redstoners. This one, for example, is a sticky piston that can push and pull blocks, such as this amethyst block on top. Simple no block information. When you put a no block over something like a gold block, it plays more of a bell sound, and when you touch it more, it changes the tone. Copper light. This is a more recent block in the trials and the trial chambers. That's what it is. The trial chambers update that when turned on and turned off on some redstone power source, it turns on, but it just stays like that. So you have to place it again. Bell. Simple. Just when you hit the bell, it's gone. But when you hit the bell, it makes it more of a bell noise, such as the note block. Redstone torch. Well, it's a very simple understanding. It's a redstone torch. Constant flow like a redstone block in a redstone. We're just going to skip the redstone dust because everyone really knows how to use redstone dust and how it works. Let's go over to the physical examples. Example of a note block being used in quiz. So it's going to be indicating when the light's on or when it's turned off. It's a very nice noise. The difference between these two is that the redstone lamp needs a constant source, and the copper lamp does not need a constant source of power. Bell, powered on, makes the bell noise. Torch, how you're going to be using it is that when you have a redstone source going towards the torch, you can turn off and turn back on, so that will open the piston door and close it. And then redstone, you can just skip. When you're done looking at an example, after we're done with this, we're just going to click this button. This can take us to an example of a build that that I've remade into a slightly smaller and easier version, where when you click this, press the button, you go through it, turns on the light. When you go out, presses it, and turns off the light. Let's look at the example I made. This one involves pressure plates and a note block instead of a bell. It's the same thing. You have to go through, turns on the light, for example, like that. Alright, let's begin with the commands. So, simple one, /fill. When you enter /fill and 2 coordinates and a block that you like to spawn in, it will fill in that space you have given the game to fill in with that block. /fill destroy is just at the end of it, you press air and destroy. When destroyed, it will drop every block in that location of the coordinates you gave them, which is just a very good one. /summon, you would summon an animal or any mob. So, for example, for this one, I did /summon chicken, and it summons a chicken inside of the chicken pen. These are the command blocks and what they do. The impulse command block is a singular output, and when used on redstone, it will activate the command inside, such as the rest of these. Repeat, when you put a command in there, it would repeat the command if you have a constant source of redstone at it, or when you activate always on inside of the UI, and it's a very nice one. /give, it gives you an item when you tell them to give the nearest player or the player of your choice the item you want to, so I gave myself an egg with that. It's a very nice and easy command. So this one, we go over 3 commands. It's the /xp, /effect, and /game mode. Let's start with /game mode. It's a very simple command. When you enter someone's name with /game mode and enter a game mode such as survival, creative, adventure, or spectator, it will change their game mode into that game mode, yeah. Alright, next, /effect. When you enter this effect command and put a player's name on it, it would give them the effect that you put in and the strength and duration that you also put into the commands. /xp is practically the same as the rest of you. You put in /xp, person's name, or an s or asp, and you can enter any amount of XP, give or take that amount of XP from a player. It's very fun commands. Alright, let's start with what I decided to do for the little example thing. So for this, I decided to say inside of the cage I need to spawn in a cow, sheep, and cat. Inside of the chest I need to spawn a command block and dragon egg with /give, and this was /fill to fill in these 2 gold blocks, these 2 points, and these 2 gold blocks to summon a bunch of gold blocks in a 3x3 location. As you can see, I've done all this with the cat missing, unfortunately, but I've spawned a cow and sheep and cat, which the cat has disappeared. Inside the chest I have dragon egg and command block and a 3x3 nice gold block. Alright, let's see. Are you ready? You sure you're ready to take the final test? Yes, I am. Alright, this is what I was going to have as the final test, where you would have to build certain things, such as, for this one, if you can't already guess enough, auto sugarcane farm. This is a very simple and small, and also very expandable thing that you can make in any world and any kind of game mode you want to. It's a very simple one. When it reaches that observer, it pushes that piston out, breaks a sugarcane, and comes into this chest below, which there's nothing so far. This one is that when you click one button, it has to spawn 3 mobs over time. So I've decided to go with zombie, minecart, and cow as the 3 mobs to summon. Here, let's just take care of these dudes real quick. It's gonna go on the way, but it's showing off commands and being able to see what you need to do with them. I also put in examples over here for everything that was used. This was supposed to be, these are the mechanisms inside of there, and this is the spawning stuff. So spawn a zombie there, and that'll turn on survival mode. These were the blocks that were going to be given to be able to make these contraptions and auto farms. And then every time you finish something, you throw the book in here and then click this, and it would send a firework with a nice black to red effect. And then after, I would check it out and then put down this button, and you'd press it and you'd go down. Thank you for learning. I hope you learned more about than before. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you also learned way more about Redstone and Commands. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more interesting content.